everybody, and welcome to Let's Go Live. It's episode 20. I'm Maddie.
Can you believe it? Hello, I'm Greg, and all together, yellow at the screen,
we are live! You can join us here live in our spare room every weekday morning at 11 a.m. for a jam-packed show.
Always packed with quizzes and experiments and special guests, and of course, you lot.
Yes.
Lots and lots of your photos coming up in the show.
Yeah, you're what make the show special. So let's hear from you if you're in the live chat now. Hello if you're with us live, and of course if you're watching back later. Thank you so much for joining us.
We've got Alice who says hello.
Hello, who else have we got?
We had a Monty in London. God, a live chat is going fast. You've got Ingo in Manchester.
Tabitha and Ellis, hello.
Eva and Sam watching.
Jack, Alex and Sam in Colchester.
Rosa in Belfast.
Holly and Lilia.
Oh gosh, we've got
Mayan
so many.
and Lily as well.
A whole bunch that say they're in Vietnam watching.
What? Sophia Castle, hiya.
Super cool. And hello, as Maddie said to everyone who is watching back. If you haven't seen all of our 20 episodes yet, well, you won't have seen number 20 because we just started that. They're all available on the channel, so you can go back and watch them. And have you clicked that subscribe button? If you haven't, click the subscribe button underneath this video.
You lot sent in loads of photos yesterday all about Extreme Earth!
Oh, Extreme Earth.
Extreme Earth. We'll show you some of those in just a little bit. But you've also been sending us your pledges.
Yeah, tomorrow we're going to be celebrating Earth Day. We want to feature as many of your pledges, what you're promising to do to help protect the planet. So if you haven't sent us them yet, please do.
Yeah, and maybe you've decided to you're going to turn the tap off whenever you're brushing your teeth.
Or maybe instead of putting a jumper on, or maybe instead of turning the heating on, you put a jumper on, right way around. But
whatever your pledge is, we would love to know about it. You could just get a grown-up to send us a photo, maybe of holding up a poster, or even a little video of you telling us what your pledge is, and it could make it into the show tomorrow. So just use this email address with the subject heading Planet Pledge.
We got a bunch yesterday saying Earth Day pledge and Earth Week and stuff. That's all good. We'll find it. You don't need to send it again. Just pledge in the title. We will get it.
All right then, so let's see some of your photos of your volcanoes, earthquakes and PlayDoh planet cross-sections. Okay, here we go. This is Millie, and her favourite part of yesterday's show was playing the lava game with us. I'm not going to say it now.
No.
But here she is with her model of the Earth, which she made out of PlayDoh. Millie, that is awesome.
Here's Alfie, who's made this awesome volcano out of tissue paper.
Amelie and Gracie, they made these yummy cookies of the Earth's layers. How cool are they?
That is a great idea.
So
Want
tasty.
to eat them right now.
Yeah.
Good job. Okay, next one is this one. This is Benjamin, Alice, Elsie and Henry, who got super creative with their volcanoes. They made them just out of paper and pens.
Ooh, crafty. Lucas made his own seismometer. It's enormous, and he used it to measure the earthquake he created.
Here's Dia and Dylan, they've created their own earthquakes and measured them with their seismometers. They got measurements of 20.1 and 10.2 on the Richter scale. Just to mention, someone messaged yesterday and they said, you know that Richter scale hasn't been used since I was a kid. Apparently it's now called the magnitude scale, I think. Anyway,
showing our age there, I think.
Yeah.
Okay, we've got Elizabeth. She put bicarbonate of soda in her volcano, and look at it go.
Woo! And last one, just for this little batch
this.
at the start. This is amazing. This is Hermione and Asaya. They made a volcano out of bread. So they filled it with volcano and tomato sauce to represent the lava and the flying rock.
Please.
Really, really, really
Can
like
we
that.
have some?
Oh, it's amazing.
But today is Weather Wonders.
It's going to get silly today.
Yeah.
Just warning you.
But we thought we could just start off simply and, perhaps try to name as many different types of weather as we can. And you could join in with us.
Okay, cool.
So what do we have? Lots of different types of...
It's raining.
Oh, okay.
It's raining.
Okay, hang on. Don't worry, because I'm already prepared. Greg, I hope you've got an umbrella.
I'm prepared. Umbrella.
Okay, we've got all the bad luck. Okay. All right.
All right.
Okay, so that's rain. What else could we possibly
Rain's gone.
have? Oh, the rain's gone. That was quick.
Sun's
Okay.
out.
The sun's out already.
Oh,
Okay.
Sun's out.
No worries.
Yeah.
Got some. Got my sunglasses. Got to make sure you're wearing a sun
No,
hat
too
at all
slow, I'm
times.
afraid. Snow's out now. Oh, it's only on your side. Snowing on your side, Mads. What are you going to do?
Ooh, it's chilly. It's chilly.
It's gone. It's all right.
Oh, we're still there.
Bit of wind now. Lightning followed by wind. Other way. It's blowing this way.
Whoa, Greg, it's really windy.
Sorry, I think we're safe.
Okay.
Oh no, storm's hit!
Oh God!
Storm's hit!
Storm, what am I doing now? I don't even know
I don't
anymore.
even know what you do in that one. Okay, let's end with cloud. All right, cool.
Okay.
I'm done. I'm throwing out of breath.
All right. So just in that small little section there at the beginning,
How are we all?
Morning. We
Getting a bit
had
mental and crazy here, aren't we?
rain, we had snow, we had thunderstorms, we had sun. But let's leave the cloud up because actually this is a great place to start our episode on weather. And that's it. Did you blow it away? Oh, great.
I'll bring it back. There it is.
And that is how is a cloud made? This is a great question to start with because it means we can talk about something called the water cycle. And the water cycle is happening here on planet Earth all of the time. And we've got a great experiment, a really simple one that you can try at home to help demonstrate the water cycle.
Hello to viewers in Dubai. Just seen a message zoom past. I'm watching from Dubai as well. Very, very cool.
I tell you what, everybody, tell us in the live chat, what's the weather like where you are?
Yeah, that's a good one. Yeah, nice one. That's live chat.
I bet you it's sunny in Dubai. Okay, so this is all you're going to need to make your very own water cycle. And this is how we'll find out how clouds are made. So you just need a sealable bag, and then you just need some water at the bottom.
This water at the bottom represents, put it a bit closer, let's put it right, there you go. This water at the bottom represents the sea, all right? So you've got all this water and then you just attach this to a window.
Yeah, a sunny window. So we've also doodled using a pen, the sun here and the cloud here. So here's where the water cycle starts, okay? So we've got our ocean down here. This is our seas, our rivers, our oceans. And the sun will warm up that water. Now, when water is heated, we get something called evaporation.
Evaporation.
And this is when water, a liquid, will turn into a gas. So if you've ever seen a grown-up boiling a pan of water on the stove, then you might have seen the steam coming up out of the pan. That is evaporation happening. It's the liquid water turning into a gas, and we call that gas water vapor. And so this is exactly what happens. Sun heats the ocean, and then that turns into water vapor, and it evaporates and starts to rise.
So we put that on the window and we filmed it, or we took some photos of it to see what would happen. Now what you see straight away, some pictures. What you see straight away, hang on, let me show you. No, go away, don't want to see all that yet. Boom,
Giving
boom,
away
boom,
the surprise.
Right, what you see first is you see all that water vapour produced that Maddie was just talking about. So all those little droplets of water vapour. And as they rise up, they're just a gas, but as they rise up, they start to, in the sky, they would cool down.
Yeah.
What we did is we waited until the sun moved off it. So you see the sun's on it. Now as the sun starts to move off it, all that water vapour, that gas version of water, cools down and it actually goes into little droplets. We call that...
Yes, so those are water droplets.
Yes,
and
that's condensation.
Okay. So this is when a gas turns back into a liquid. We call that condensation. So up high in the sky, all of those water droplets start to clump together around little particles or little bits of dust. And that is how a cloud is formed.
Let's have another look.
Yeah.
So they start to clump together into bigger drops, and then eventually the droplets, which are now in that cloud, get so big that they actually get too heavy to stay in a cloud and they fall as rain.
And that is what we call rain. So that's kind of how the cycle works. The rain will fall back down to the ocean and the whole cycle will start again.
Yeah, it will hit the land, it will go into rivers, the rivers will run into the ocean, and the whole thing will go again. So that is the water cycle.
This is making me think of something. Hang on a second.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah, don't worry. Back in a minute.
Bye. In the video description, we always put links to various resources and activities and stuff, but also videos that you can watch later on if you want to. And there's a video down there all about the water cycle of when me and Mads went to the Eden Project in Cornwall, and it shows you the role that trees play in all of that as well. Are you ready? Okay. All right. Hang on. Yeah. All right. Here we go. Wait for this.
Meteorologist Maddie, and welcome to my weather studio. Today's report on cloud cover will start here with a stratus cloud. So stratus clouds, they are thin and spread out, and these bad boys are responsible for a grey, cloudy day. But not just that, stratus clouds give us fog. Yeah, it can get very foggy with these, so you want to be, oh, look how foggy it is. So foggy. Let's clear that away. Okay, it is a very, very cloudy day today. So as well as stratus clouds, we also have some cirrus clouds. I'll put the cirrus clouds just here. So cirrus clouds, they tend to be high up in the sky, high in the atmosphere. High up. And cirrus clouds are wispy. You'll see them on a nice bright clear day. But these, they are full of lots of frozen ice particles. Whoa, very chilly up there indeed. Okay, so what about in this middle section? What might we have there? Well, we have something called the nimbostratus. The nimbus stratus. So these are dark rain clouds. Yep, dark rain clouds. Oh, you've got to make sure you've got a nice waterproof jacket on if you see a nimbus stratus cloud up in the air. Okay, but it's not just rain. No, sometimes it's great fun to see a nimbus stratus cloud because they even give us snow. And who doesn't love a snow day, hey? I know that I certainly do. Right, okie dokie. So, alongside our nimbus stratus, in just about the same sort of area in the sky, we might get my favourite clouds of all, and that's these ones just here, a cumulo cloud, or as I like to call them, Toy Story clouds. Yes, these clouds are fluffy little delights. You might be out in your garden or looking out the window and you can gaze up at them and they make lots of fun, interesting shapes. But here's the thing, a cumulo cloud, you've got to watch out because it could bring you a bit of a light shower, shall we say. Not heavy, just okay, all right, a light shower. Right, but last of all, we have the queen of all clouds, and this is the cumulonimbus. There it is, the cumulonimbus. Now these, they are huge, enormous, towering clouds, but they will bring us things such as hail, storms, downpours, and tornadoes! Thank you. I was Meteorologist Maddie. Thank you for joining me at Weather Studio. That was Cloud Cover.
Okay, I don't know what happened there.
No, me neither.
How is everybody?
I'll bring this. Thank you so much.
Bring this back here. Thank you for Cloud Cover, Meteorologist Maddie.
Yes, indeed.
Wonderful job. You shouldn't have nipped out. You missed. You've got a bit.
Have I?
Oh yeah, I don't know what happened.
I don't possibly know what.
Anyway,
that is.
clouds. By the way, clouds can actually cover normally around 2/3 of the planet's surface and most of the ocean.
Oh wow,
Which I think is absolutely amazing.
That's a really amazing fact. Of course, I knew that because why would I know that?
Maddie would know that,
She
not
would.
you. So yeah, after the show, maybe go outside or look out of a window and go outside on your daily exercise,
of course. Yeah.
Or look out of a window and look up and look at the clouds and see which of those different clouds you can spot.
I tell you what, it's also really fun to try and make your own clouds using cotton wool. So maybe you can make different types of clouds and have a go at labelling them yourself. It's a really fun thing.
You might spot as well if there's a storm brewing. I don't think any are predicted at the moment, but if a storm comes through, storms have actually got really...
Sorry, I've got cotton wool on my face. There we go.
Storms have actually got really cool names. So here is a picture of the storm names from kind of the last year, basically. And the Met Office, who are the National Weather Service, they decided to name storms, and they go through the alphabet A through to Z, and then they go back to A to Z. Although actually they don't do Q, U, X, Y, Z because they can't find enough names to keep going through that, right?
Fair enough.
Maybe at some point a storm come through with your name.
Oh, that would be really cool. So yeah, maybe see if there's a storm that's ever had your name before. I tell you what, we've actually got another quick little experiment, a demo to show you. And again, this is to sort of help us explain the water cycle and why why rain comes from clouds.
All right,
Now, you can show us here, can't you, Greg?
Bring up this camera. Here you go.
There you go.
All right, so what you need is a jar. You fill the jar with water. That's got water up to there. And then you need to create your cloud. For that, we're going to use shaving foam. Bit of shaving foam on top. That's an overflowing cloud. Now, we talked about the water cycle earlier, and then all that water vapor goes up and it cools down into water droplets. It condenses. So I'm going to put some cooled down water vapor, so water droplets, into our cloud. Just dropping them on like this. And watch underneath the cloud, because what happens, don't you sneak over there. What happens is you start loading up the cloud, and you don't get anything happening. You don't get any rain until that cloud is filled up with water droplets, and they become so heavy it starts to rain. I've just seen a little bit there. Oh, that's the side of the. That's the side of it. Wait for it. Put a bit more.
So just like what will happen high up in the atmosphere, as those water droplets start to clump together and the droplets get bigger and bigger, heavier and heavier, eventually they'll fall out of the sky as rain. So that's what Greg's doing now. He's loading up the cloud with lots of water, and eventually it will fall as rain.
It's just going over the side. Oh, you can saw a little bit on the inside.
Did you?
Yes.
Oh, there it is.
Yes,
I can see it now. There we go.
That was nice, actually. That was really nice droplets. Ignore the bits down the side. They're annoying me.
No. We can see it. Here we go.
You can actually see it right on the inside. A while ago, I got to do a little video all about the shape of a raindrop.
Yes, yeah. So Greg was on a TV show called Blue Peter. And actually, it's really interesting because a raindrop isn't a teardrop shape as you might expect.
It's working inside. You can see it. It's working. Yeah, it's not actually a teardrop shape. We won't tell you what the shape is, but we'll put a link to that video description in the video below. Well, as thought, it's gone all over the table. Keep going.
All right, well, there we go. So that's a great one to try at home. It just takes a little bit of time, so be patient with it, but a really simple demo to do. So let's have a think. Now, when it's raining and the sun comes out, we get something beautiful that we can see in the sky. Now, what might that be? What beautiful, colourful thing might we see? Shout it out. Yes, it is a rainbow. And lots of you have been putting rainbows in your windows recently. But we want to ask the question, what's the science behind a rainbow? How is a rainbow actually made?
And this is one of my favourite things, the science behind what creates a rainbow. Yeah. I love it.
Yes. So first of all, when we look at sunlight, we think of it as yellow or perhaps a white light. But here's the thing, that white light is actually made up of all of the colours of a rainbow. Yep. And we see those colours in the arc of a rainbow.
Have we tried to create them? Have we got...
Yeah,
let's try to create them. You grab the prism. Let's mess around.
Actually, you can do this really simply with a simple glass. If you have a glass of water, you can put a glass of water in a sunny spot on a windowsill and you will see all of these colours. We've got a picture, actually. Here you go. So we did that earlier this morning and you can just see there those different colours. So we have, let's see if we can remember them. It's red, orange, yellow, green, blue, indigo, violet.
That's right.
There we go.
Here are the letters of those, right? And there have been rhymes for this. And those of you who watched the first episode of Mission Space, we had a rhyme to remember the order of the planets. Yeah. Do we have a rhyme to remember the order of the colours?
It's not a rhyme so much, but we my sister came up with, remember, Oliver, your granddad believed in vampires.
I love that. Nice one. Or we could do Roy... takes all the first three. Yeah. Roy gives burgers in a van.
In vans.
In vans. Roy gives... We'd love to know yours, actually. Should we do that? Yeah, if you can come up with a lovely saying to help us remember the order of the colours in the rainbow, send us an email and put rainbow.
Yeah, I'm sure you can do a better job than we can. You're far more creative.
I'm sure you can.
So here's the thing. We know that white light is actually made up of all of the colours of a rainbow, but why is it we see them when it's raining and sunny?
All right, so let's first show that you can bend that white light. So if you can grab the prism.
Sure.
So that white light we see from the sun, as Maddie says, it contains all the colours of the rainbow. Now we can use this. This is called a prism. We can put this in front of the lens of the camera and see if you can spot a rainbow. See if you can spot all of those colours being created. So let's see if we can. Get this. Give it a go. Oh.
There we go.
Oh, now that's confusing because the actual rainbow is in that shot. Can you move? That's it. Bit more? Yeah, but you can see coming this direction, almost like this, you can see, yeah, that's beautiful. Ignore the Lego rainbow in the corner. That's even better. You can see the rainbow colours. Now, what's happening there is that the light, white light, is coming to the prism and it's getting bent as it goes through that bit of glass. But actually, all those different colours, they get bent in slightly different amounts. And that means that they spread out a bit and you see that beautiful rainbow pattern, a spectrum produced. Nice one, Mads. That's awesome. Now, if you then think about what happens to make a rainbow. Now, to make a rainbow, you need two things. You need water droplets and the sun. And you need the sun behind you and rain in front of you. And what happens is the sun falls onto those rain droplets. Mm-hmm. Here's an example rain droplet. Falls onto the rain droplet, and then it bends as it goes into it, just like we saw in the prism. Yep. And then it bounces back out again. And again, all those different colours of that light bend and bounce out in different amounts, which splits the light and creates that amazing rainbow in the sky.
So it's like the light goes in and then out.
Yeah,
like that.
Exactly that.
In
yeah.
And
in bends a bit
out.
And then out like that. And it gives you a rainbow. Now, here is an awesome picture of a rainbow, right?
Oh, I love this.
There's a rainbow. You can see those colours. But if you look carefully at that picture, you will also spot something else. What else can you see on that picture?
I know.
Give them another go.
There was a double rainbow.
Double rainbow!
I love these.
So there is a second rainbow higher than the first one. Mm-hmm. And you can also spot something really interesting about that second rainbow.
Oh, okay.
If you look carefully at it, you'll actually see that the order goes in the opposite direction. Yeah, I'll have one last look. So red's on the top of the bottom one.
Yeah.
Lower rainbow, but on the higher rainbow, the red is on the bottom. And that's because, get nerdy because I love it, this time the light goes into the droplet of water and it actually bounces twice before it comes out and it flips the colours. Super, super cool. Told you, love rainbow.
I was going to try and name the colours in the reverse order, but I couldn't do it. I was like, vampires in violet, indigo.
Oh, no!
Anyway. So we have had a look at the water cycle, rain, clouds, and now we've also had a think about rainbows. But I reckon it's time for some extreme weather, don't you?
I was almost there.
You nearly got there.
Because I was thinking, Mads, it's more that it's time for the quiz. Let's do the rain. Sun comes out. And again, it's like we're swimming. And it rains. And lightning.
Amazing. Okay,
take us through it.
So for this quiz, we are going to show you a couple of pictures of some extreme weather conditions. And to get a sense of how extreme they actually are, we're going to give you some options as to how big these things are. So it's a quiz all about scale, how big or small, tall or short.
I am ready.
Okay, all right then. So here's our first one. So this is a picture of a hailstone. Wow, that's frozen ice that has fallen from the sky. Now that's pretty big, but our question to you is how big is the biggest hailstone that has ever been recorded?
Oh, yes.
Okay, so do you think the biggest hailstone was the size of a ping pong ball, the size of a tennis ball, or the size of a football?
Whoa, what do you lot think? Yell it out at the screen. Ping pong, tennis, or football?
It was the size of a football.
What?
A foot. Can you imagine?
But as big as a football.
Fell from the sky.
What?
I would not want to be anywhere near something like that. Okay. So dangerous. So extreme.
So extreme. Okay. Here is the next one. This is a fire whirl or a fire devil or a fire tornado. Look at this.
Wow.
So fire is being whipped up by hot, dry air all around it. They can last for more than 20 minutes. They have winds over 100 miles per hour. But how tall can they get? Can they get 100 metres, 500 metres, or 800 metres high? 800 metres is absolutely insane. That's half a mile-ish.
Wow. I'm going to go straight down the middle and say 500 metres.
What do you think? The answer is actually 800 metres. Yep.
An 800 metre...
half a mile.
Tower of whirling fire. Whoa.
Well done to everyone who's guessing in the live chat. I can see a whole
Well
bunch
done.
of guesses coming in.
Oh,
Good
yeah, loads
job.
of you got football, right? Well done, Charlie.
All right, so we've got two
Nice.
more of these.
Okay, all right
Number
then.
3.
Okay, so this is actually a picture of, these are 8 pictures side by side. And what you can see is a tornado that's slowly growing and growing and growing. So you can see how it starts out and then how it developed. So these tornadoes were in Kansas, the USA. But we want to know, what is the widest recorded tornado in history?
Ooh.
So how wide do you think a tornado just like that can get?
Okay.
This is whirling wind.
What are our whirling
Your
wind
options are half a mile wide,
Yes.
1.5 miles wide,
Yeah.
so a mile and a half, or 2 miles wide.
Okay.
2 miles.
Right. So half, 1.5, or more than 2.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I'm gonna go more than 2.
Are you?
What are you lot thinking? I'm getting the sense of this
For a
quiz.
tornado?
Yeah, getting the sense of this quiz. Answer is
It's 2. It's more than 2. Can
Yes.
you believe that? It's 2.6 miles wide.
wow, and you can get winds up to about 300
Wow.
miles an hour as well, which is
I
insane.
can't even think of a tornado that wide. That's amazing.
All right, last one then
Mm-hmm.
is this one.
Okay, so this is a picture of lightning in Hungary. Question is, how thick do you think a bolt of lightning is? How thick do you think it can be? As thick as your thumb,
Yep.
your arm,
Yep.
or your thigh? Do you think?
What do you lot think?
Lightning bolts.
I love lightning, so I know this one.
Thumb, arm, thigh. The answer is your thumb. As thick as your thumb. They're about 2 to 3 centimetres wide.
But if you think about it, it's still pretty crazy.
Yes.
It's a big bolt of electricity, which we'll
Yes.
get to in a minute.
Yeah, so there we go.
So there you go. Good job. Should we do it? We haven't done a selfie today.
No, we haven't. Shall we get some of our weather props back out?
Should we quickly do it?
Yeah, cool. Let's
All
do
right,
it now.
okay,
why
let's
not?
quickly do it. Right, you lot. Let me turn that off. Let's turn that camera off as well, actually, Mads. Oh, it's
Sure.
slightly soft. Right. So what can I grab?
I don't
I'll grab
know.
an umbrella. Grab an umbrella and my sunglasses. Weird combination. Right, you lot. Get yourself to in front of the screen, and you might be focusing. Oh, do they all get it? Okay, good.
Okay.
All right, you lot. Oh, it's still zoomed in, Mads.
Oh, goodness me. I know what's going on here, guys.
Okay. Right.
Sorry.
Get ready with your. Oh, there's my spray. Whoops, gave that one away. Okay, selfie in 3, 2, 1.
How dare you? It's the awkward selfie. Oh, enough.
Right,
sorry.
awesome. We've just got time for one last demo before we show you lots some more of your photos from yesterday. So this is what we want to do. I want to have a little look at lightning because, as I said, I find lightning as well as rainbows absolutely amazing. So up in a storm cloud, sometimes, as meteorologist Maddie said earlier, those water droplets can freeze to be little ice crystals, and those ice crystals bump against each other, and as they bump against each other they build up what we call a static electric charge. Now, you might have experienced this if you've ever walked across some carpet and then gone to grab a metal door handle, right? You can get a little electric shock, or touch a car door or something like that. That's because you've built up a static electric charge, and then it's jumping that little gap and going to ground. It's spreading out.
Okay.
The same thing can happen in a lightning storm, right? So the cloud up there gets so stormy, gets so charged with electricity, that electricity jumps, makes its way through the air, and then spreads out when it hits the ground.
So it wants to get to the ground.
Yeah. And,
Okay.
and the way it does it is it goes straight through the air, and that is lightning. And as it does it, and it superheats the air, that is thunder. So that's what lightning thunder is. But I thought, let's try to create a small lightning bolt in the spare room studio.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so can you turn the lights off?
Okay, I'm up and down a lot today, aren't I?
Oh,
Okay.
oh, sorry.
That's okay.
Thank you. All right, so this is how we're going to do it. Now, let me just start with the safety warnings, okay? Don't play with electricity. I am a trained scientist, so I've done a lot of this sort of stuff before, so please don't go playing with electricity. Don't go near anything that has electricity, and also don't go near lightning, because lightning is not that great either, as we've discovered. Okay, so I've got this stick here, and when I press this button, it's going to start building up an electric charge, a static electric charge, on this stick.
So just like you would get inside a cloud with all the ice crystals bumping around.
Yes, exactly.
That's happening. Okay.
But I'll put this metal ball on top of it. So all of that static electric charge is going to build up on that ball, just like in that cloud.
Okay.
And then we're going to want it to eventually jump the gap to make itself spread out and to get to ground. And I thought we could do that on your hand, Mads.
So it's going to use me as a way to ground itself.
Yes.
Okay.
It sure is. I'm going to try to get a close-up at the same time, which is going to be quite tricky. All right, here we go.
All right, then. So
let's move that to there, and you're going to touch it about there.
There.
Around
Okay.
the front, yeah. Oh, actually.
Oh, I'm a bit nervous.
Go sideways. You're all right. Don't worry. I've practiced this lots. Yeah, that's going to be perfect.
Gotcha. All righty.
Okay. All right. So hand away. Let's start charging up. So when I press the button, what's actually happening in here is there's a band inside.
Okay.
That's spinning around like this. And it's building up that electric charge on top of that sphere. Now, as we say, don't try this at home. Don't play around with electricity.
No,
but we're going to see, Maddie's going to put her hand close to it in a second, and hopefully we'll get a little lightning bolt produced.
Oh, my goodness.
Real lightning lasts for less than 10,000th of a second. And can reach temperatures of 30,000 degrees C. Okay,
Wow.
I think we're ready.
So that's hotter than the sun. Okay, ready?
Yeah.
Oh! Did you see that?
That was so
Did
good.
you see it?
I saw it.
Did you?
I could
Did
see
you
it.
see it?
Did you not see it? Let us know in the live chat if you saw
Wow.
it. And
Wow.
we'll try putting your finger right to the side this time. That's it.
Okay.
Yeah. That's going to be perfect.
Okay.
Yeah, nice.
All right,
okay.
try one more.
Building up.
This is amazing.
Okay, ready?
Yeah.
Okay, we have a static electric charge. Yeah!
Wow.
That is so good.
Oh, you might not have, if you didn't see it, you would have heard
You
it.
would have heard that
Wow.
little crack. And that magnified much, much larger coming from a storm cloud is, of course, thunder. Oh, blinded. We got the light. Right, you lot, it's time for us to say goodbye. But before we go, a couple little things. Let's see a few more of your pictures.
Great. Okay,
Yeah?
let's do that first. So this is a great photo of Temecula and a model of the Earth's layers, which she used made using Play-Doh.
Next up, we've got Elijah. Looks like he had great fun making his own volcano this week. He used a bottle to make the volcano and cotton wool for all that smoke.
This is
awesome.
This is Emily. She made her own seismometer. Very cool.
This is Aidan, made his volcano out of a recycled bottle and Play-Doh and decided that his volcano would have special blue lava.
This is Georgia and Teddy. They had a great time making their Play-Doh models of the Earth's layers.
Nice. Here's Jasmine. Oh, this is awesome. This is an amazing model of Mount Fuji, a volcano in Japan that we mentioned yesterday. You've got the flag there as well. Good work.
This is Mason with his volcano. He made it using all sorts of materials like pipe cleaners and tissue paper. Cool.
And last but not least, here's Olivia. Also made some awesome Play-Doh Earth's layers.
Wow. Today has been so much fun, and that is it for Weather Wonders.
Crikey, that was a bonkers day.
It was.
We absolutely packed that full.
But tomorrow is Earth Day. So if you haven't already, remember, please do send us your Earth pledges. What are you going to do? What's your promise to the planet? Just send us a photo or a video to our email address, and they could make it into tomorrow's show. Yeah.
Yes, awesome. We're also going to have a few special guests tomorrow who are going to be joining us, so they can be telling us what they're doing to help protect the planet.
And for Earth Day, we're going to be wearing green. So if you want to wear green with us, that would be nice.
That would be awesome. All right, last quick couple of hellos to, we've got Max and another Maddie.
Hey, hi Maddie.
We've got a team from Australia.
Wow. Who else have we got? We've got Ollie and Daniel from Plymouth. Hiya.
We've got Lily in Cornwall.
And hello, Catalina.
And Jess.
Mason as well. Hello, everyone.
Amazing. Well, thank you so much. We will see you tomorrow.
Stay curious. Bye.
Bye.